Hi everyone, Miss Jones here. I'm making this little video to show you how to navigate our Blackboard course. So I am going to share my screen with you so that you can see how to access the course. You're going to want to start by going to my TCCD, or sorry, it's my.tccd.edu. This will take you to this page. So this is Blackboard. So when you're on this page, you're going to scroll down until you see a box that says My Courses. So these are all my courses, but whenever you're on your page logged in, it'll show you all the courses you're enrolled in. So for this class, you're going to click on Lifespan Growth and Development. So I'm just going to show you one. And the classes will look exactly the same. So even if this isn't your section, your class will still look like this. So when you click on it, you're going to go to the announcements page. Since we haven't started, there's no announcements. But this page is very important. All the emails I send you will be announcements. So you don't have to scroll back through your email to find an email I sent you last week. You can just come to the announcements page and you'll be able to scroll through all the announcements. So this is where I'll post anything relevant to the course. If there's been any change in a due date or anything like that, you'll find that in the announcements section. So then everything you're going to need is on this side right here. So I have the first button is Start Here. So there will be more here whenever we get started, but this is where you're going to find your syllabus. There's some articles in here that will help you set up your Revel and help you if you have any issues. Whenever I get to get it done, I'm going to put this video here. You'll find my instructor introduction video here, and some other little helpful things will be in here. Then we have the Lessons tab. So this is actually where all of your assignments will be. So you can come here, there's a folder for each week. So whenever you get started, you'll come to Lessons Week 1. It tells you the suggested due date and the date and the last day that I will accept the work, any late work. And it gives you the day of the week, the date, and the time that it's due. So if you've already watched the first video, you'll understand suggested versus accepted due dates. So be sure you watch that or read your syllabus to understand. So as you can see, you have access to everything for the whole semester. I have all the weeks done. In week 16, this is just for the final exam project. So this is where the instructions and rubric and everything will be for your final exam project. And make a note in your calendar that the last day of the semester is a Wednesday, not a Thursday. So that's why that's due on a Wednesday, and that cannot be accepted late because that's the last day of the semester. Okay, so when you open your folder, each one will look something like this. So week 1, it tells you some things you need to do before you get started, which you should be in the middle of doing right now. And then each week looks kind of like this. So each week we're doing one chapter. So chapter 1 will be week 1. I have a song of the week for each week, just to add a little fun into it, and it ties in to the lesson. Then you have your learning outcomes. So this is from the district syllabus. These are things that the college wants me to teach you in this class. So you can see what you're supposed to be learning this week, and then I've tied your assignments. So down here you have assignments due this week. So I've told you what is due for week 1, and I tied it to the learning goals so that you understand why I'm asking you to do these assignments. So each week you're going to read one chapter and take the reading quizzes in Revel, and you'll have a chapter quiz each week. And then each week you're either going to have a short essay or a discussion board due. So it'll tell you here which one, and see how I put in Revel, so you know that you need to go to Revel to find these assignments. If it doesn't say in Revel, that means it's in Blackboard. And let me show week 2 so you can see the difference between the short essay and the discussion board. So week 1, you're doing a short essay, but week 2, you're going to do a discussion board. So as I scroll down as it loads, week 2, you see I have a link here. This will take you to the discussion board, so you just click on that link. Everything else says in Revel, so that means you need to go to Revel to do those assignments, but the discussion board, you click on the link to go to it. And as you can see in this one, like, I added a video from friends to kind of illustrate what we're talking about that week. So each week I'll go in and add in supplemental videos and other readings and things like that to kind of add more to the textbook. So again, this is all under the Lessons tab. That's where you're going to find all your assignments. Figure out what's due this week, what day is it due, and all that stuff. So then right under the Lessons tab is the tab that says Revel. So this is where you're going to go to set up access to Revel. So if you already bought an access code or you need to buy one, you just click on Revel and you're going to click on Open Pearson. Now under here, I also have the Revel Quick Start Guide and how to register for Revel. So please open those so you can learn how to do it. I can't show you how since I'm already registered, but basically you just click on Open Pearson and it'll ask you for the either ask you to enter in your redemption code or it'll ask you to purchase one at that time. And then whenever, I'll show you what it looks like whenever you do purchase it. And I believe there's an app for Revel, so you can get it on your phone or your iPad, so you can have access on the go as well. If you need to read on your lunch break or while you're on the bus or something like that, that could come in helpful. Revel has a lot of great things to help you study. You can highlight, you can take notes, you can make flashcards. So I would definitely recommend taking full advantage of having the online textbook to help you study. Okay, so this is, your view is probably going to be a little different because this is the instructor view. So it's going really slow. There we go. Hopefully yours won't run this slow, but basically this is where you'll find your textbook to read. Like I said, you can highlight, take notes in here, and it'll save it all for you. And then your quizzes are embedded within the chapters. So as you're reading, you'll maybe read, let's say, like 5 pages, and then it'll prompt you for a little quiz on what you just read. You'll read a little bit more, it'll prompt you for another quiz on what you just read. So those are your reading quizzes that come within the chapter. There's 3 of those always. And then when you finish the chapter, it'll have you do a chapter quiz over the full chapter. And there's only 1 quiz a week. So I would definitely recommend spacing that out. You know, maybe do 1 quiz Monday, 1 quiz Tuesday, 1 quiz Wednesday, and then take your final quiz on Thursday. And then maybe do the short essay after that. Okay, so let me switch this to student view so you can see what your homepage would look like. Sorry, it's going so slow. I think it just does this when I'm recording. Okay, slowly. So this is slowly showing you what your homepage in Pearson will look like. So see how helpful it is. It tells you what your next assignment is, when it's due. Oh, here's the link to download the app. It tells you what's due next, what's upcoming. You can go to your notebook. You can see your scores on the quizzes. There's a link to study. And then the contents, I believe this should be the actual book. So you can see the table of contents, and then you just click on, you know, what you want to read, and you can click on that and read your digital book. Okay, so that is the basics of Revel. So you'll want to set that up ASAP. Okay, and then next on our little tabs here, I have rubrics. So there's a discussion board rubric and a short essay rubric. So you'll want to read both of these before you complete these assignments so that you can see what you're being graded on. If you don't know, a rubric is basically just lays out what you're being graded on, how many points each thing is worth. So you can print these out, save them, download them, and have it sitting either open in another tab or sitting on your desk whenever you complete these assignments so that you can make sure you get full points. Okay, that's basically it. The only other tab that's not in here right now is going to be the office hours tab. I'll add that in as soon as I get those set up. I still have to figure out how to set that up. We will be using Microsoft Teams to do that. So whenever I get those set up, I will post that tab in Blackboard. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So if you have any other questions on how to navigate your course, please look at the help articles. In Blackboard, there's a tab that says help. Use that. If you still can't figure it out, you can email me and ask me, and I'll try to get you in contact with someone who can help you out.